Hey YouTubers, just wanted to give you a video. I know I get a bunch of questions sometimes on different settings on amps, and wanted to go back onto the Bugera 333XL, still one of my babies out there, and I'm going to concentrate a little bit today on the, what we would basically say, the lead channel of the Bugera 333. And I'll give a little bit of my settings. You know, again, I don't try to typically get exact tone of what the artist did, but I try to get something that I like that sounds in the same ballpark. And one of the things that I realized with the Bugera 333XL is that, you know, it has a high gain and also a low gain input. And typically what I really like to do is to plug into the low gain input. I think I am very much a passive pickup guy. Matter of fact, in all my guitars I don't even have one active, so I'm all passive in my pickups. And I noticed that when you plug into the high gain part of it, it just becomes a little too brittle in that amp. It loses its warmth, it loses its tone. But when you plug into the low gain of an amp, it really gives you this nice warmth to it. So what I wanted to do is tell you how I use it. I'm going to be using a Schecter C1 completely straight into the Bugera 333XL, straight into a 4x12 Bugera cabinet. Nothing else, nothing in between, nothing in the effects loop. A little bit of reverb, that's about it. What I do is I'll go across the board on it. I have the volume on the 333XL channel probably about 4-ish. So I'm starting to drive a little bit of those power tubes on it. I notice on this amp, if you push the power tubes too far, it does get a little too, to me, a little too deep and saturated, so I push it back a little bit. The treble I have about 7. The mids I'm back about around 5. And the bass I have about like 7.5. And I am using the Boost XL budding on it. Reverb about 4 and presence around 6. So that just gives you a little bit of the view of how the settings are on the amp. What I'll do is I'll give you some sound settings, which we always got to shoot for. But wanted to let you know that's the settings that I'm using the low gain sub. So we'll put it on, get a little hum on the lead channel. Here we go. Oh, one thing I just remembered as I was talking, and I didn't tell the gain. Gain I have set about 6 also on the lead channel. I think once you start getting past that, it starts muddying up the rhythms. I like to have a rhythm tone, and I also like to have a lead tone. Typically what I will do, I will overdrive with an overdrive pedal for the lead tone. Probably crank up a little bit more treble so I can get a little bit more of those lead tone sounds to it. But I think when you're playing in a live scenario compared to studio, you've got to have the best of both worlds, and you got to be able to make that switch. So a little bit of what I do that way. Some different, keep on going with some different sound samples. We'll try a couple more. anyway, that gives you a little bit of playing. I'll just keep playing all day. But just some of my settings, how you get that crunchy tone so you can get those nice little... Get those nice little silent notes, but then you can also... So those are the things you kind of live for. But I just wanted to give you one of, still one of my babies, still one of my loves. How I use it, where I use it, and the settings that I use it in. So for you passive players, remember the low gain. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of the video. Any thoughts for any future videos that you would like to see, or any suggestions. But thank you again for watching. Rock on. Have a good day. See you soon.